What's good, people? It is Tony the Savant. And before we get started, please like the video, share the video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel as I drop content daily, go live daily, stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, as I'm always intrigued to know what y'all got to say about these topics. And ladies and sports fans, and gentlemen, I know I had to cook Cam and Mase last week because I was very disappointed in them over their Teofimo Lopez interview. And if you didn't see that video, then just go back and look at it because I gotta kind of, I ain't gonna say retract any of my statements. I do still feel like they dropped the ball in that situation, in that interview, given the events that have involved Teofimo Lopez and his recent comments. But I gotta give Cam and Mase credit because, well, more so Cam. You know what I mean? Mase was still playing the diplomatic role, but Cam, he took the gloves off. He said what any reasonable, knowledgeable basketball fan would say about one Bronny James, as Bronny James has played what three preseason games already, and in that time frame, he's only put up 2 points, four turnovers, minus 16 on the court. I think he's 0 for 13 from the field, or 1 for 13, excuse me, and about averaging 13 minutes a game. And Cam said what I've been saying, man. What everybody that has an IQ, a basketball IQ, above room temperature, that Bronny James is cooked, man. And it's that them. It's not even like a, you're not trying to be negative when you say that. It's just when we talking about NBA, we talking about the creme de la creme. You know what I mean? The best of the best, yeah, the top shelf basketball players in the world. And there's no way, no how, no sentimental moment that's sentimental enough for us to accept trash basketball from the NBA. You know what I mean? If we want to watch Bronny James, bro, if you want to watch Bronny James perform, you can go watch anybody in the world play basketball and you will get the same product. The reason why we watch the NBA is because we want to see, the best basketball players in the world play against the other best basketball players in the world. But Cam took it a little further, and he really cooked on this because he made a mention of something that I recall, but I was a little too young to really appreciate when he was saying, and he stated that we've already seen this quote unquote father son moment, albeit not in the NBA. But it don't make it, just because it's in the NBA, don't make it any less special or any, it doesn't make it, uh, uh, it doesn't make it, I mean, excuse me, not any less special, I should say. It doesn't make it any more monumental. Uh, as we've seen Ken Griffey and Ken Griffey Jr. to do the father son thing. And that happened in my lifetime. Like I said before, I was a little young, probably around like 10, 11, when Ken Griffey was in the height of his playing days. So I do have a familiarity with the icon, but. To really appreciate what him and his dad was able to do on the baseball field, I can't say that. But Cam, he really brought it home in the sense of we seen this before. Not only did we see this before, but it was so dope when the Ken Griffey and Ken Griffey Jr. situation happened, because Ken Griffey Jr. was literally better than his dad. And Ken Griffey Sr. wasn't no chump. He was a very good baseball player in his heyday, but his son was the next level. And it was like, a passing of the torch, and very much so the correct way. And I do recall how popular Ken Griffey's shoes was. I didn't have a pair, but I remember that being on his shoes was like on that same level with the Penny Hardaways and the Michael Jordans. Like, you was asking your moms, could you get a pair for Christmas? I never got a pair. Shout out to mom, she did get your boy some Jordans, a couple Christmases. So that was good enough for me, as Michael Jordan was my hero. But I played baseball, and Derek Jr. and Ken Griffey Jr. were my role models on the come up. So I do recall asking for some of his sneakers, but the point being is that we've seen this father son thing, and we seen it on a better scale. Let's be honest. I wouldn't say Ken Griffey was as far as an athlete goes, he wasn't at the same magnitude as a LeBron James. But very much, we can say the same thing about Bronny Jr., Bronny James Jr. being on a less scale as Ken Griffey Jr. And, and it's like a world's difference between those two. But Cam brought that, when he brought that to the light, it really made me realize that this whole LeBron James and Bronny James thing is strictly for LeBron James fans. It is not for us real basketball fans that have a basketball IQ above room temperature. Because at the end of the day, man, nobody cares. And after they have their little moment, their little father-son moment, we gonna have to get back to basketball. No arguments about that. Eventually, people are going to have to focus on what Bronny James is producing on the basketball court, especially when you're playing with a organization as illustrious as the Lakers. I said this a while back. If they wanted to do all of this and tank a team's championship efforts, then they should have did this with the Cleveland Cavaliers. You know what I mean? LeBron James is from there. Bronny James was born there. Um, LeBron bought them their championship and all that nonsense. So, you know what I mean? You just keep it in Cleveland, full circle, where there are no championship aspirations. And that's no knock on Cleveland. I think they got a good squad as constructed now. But I'm just saying, overall, compared to the Lakers, you think the Lakers are going to be in the mix every year. Just because that's what we've been accustomed to when it comes to Los Angeles Lakers basketball. And that was the precedent set by Kobe and Shaq, Kareem and Magic, so forth and so on. But yeah, when Cam said that, man, I was like, man, facts, bro. And it's unfortunate for the younger generation that they didn't get to see that kind of moment. Back when Ken Griffey and Ken Griffey Jr. Dad was when they was shared the same baseball field and got to see the ascension of Ken Griffey Jr. But for the guys like me and that's a little older, that's been sports fans for all our lives, we seen this moment. This isn't that big of a deal. It's been there, done that for us. Again, this whole thing is for the LeBron James fans because when I was cooking LeBron James, or excuse me, when I was cooking Bronny James earlier, um, everybody was saying, "Oh, it's just a preseason game. It's no big deal." While you cooking the kid and all that, they are lines. They all read from the same script. But then LeBron James, the next game, because the first game, LeBron didn't play, Bronny did. But the second game, LeBron James put up 19 points, and all of a sudden, the preseason game matters. Because now it's we seen a 40-year-old put up 19 points and all this kind of stuff, and I'm like, I thought it was a preseason game. Me personally, I thought it was a preseason game 5 minutes ago, but that's how the LeBron James crew get down, man. Let's not even be shocked, but. Again, shout out to Cam and Mase. Like I said, I was highly upset with them from that Teofimo Lopez interview, but they recouped. They did their thing, and I'm back rocking with the Cam and Mase is what it is show because for the most part they keep it a buck. They're some of the bigger. Uh, they're one of the bigger sports platforms out there that actually tell it like it is. So I can appreciate them for that much, but. That's all I got for y'all on this video. Please like the video, share the video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel as I drop content daily, go live daily, stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. I'm always intrigued to know what y'all got to say about these topics. I am Tony the Savant. Peace.